Now we're looking at number Yud Gimel. Yud Gimel says, Hine b'yof Shah al Sifra Tznuzakan Bir l'chayra ba'ofen acher. Did I say this already? I said this part already. Okay, we'll do it again. Let me read again. Salik v'nachis, if it goes up and goes down, its explanation is ki hi hadikna nesaktachem betata la'ela, that the dikna is built from the bottom to the top. Kamash Kasser Rabbeinu Rizach Ba'orech, he says Shamalchus Elyon Mekulim is on the top of all of them. Bina Tachtona Mekulim is on the bottom of all of them. Now, how this is arrayed is a whole, talk about spheros here. The Nimsa, but once again, he's going outwards because we're talking about Makifim. The Nimsa Chatikunim Salek Mitata La'ela, so we see that they're going up, but they're actually going up from the bottom to the top. V'achakach nachis yisod, then after that comes down yisod, will be the next of v'achakach hod. V'achakach netzach nimsa nachis medrega achar medrega adkan. Not easy for me to understand that. Let's go to the next one, which is harder for me. So the next one says l'chora kavanaso ki la'achashim b'stayim spheres bina. The Chochmah. So let's just go that again. It says Spheres Bina the Chochmah. We're no longer talking about Bina, but we're talking about the Bina of Chochmah. So he said we want to talk about, well, let's look into the parts of called Chochmah. So the Bina in there. So what this is talking about, I'm not sure. So he says, Batikun Notzer Chesed, that's where you find it. Notzer Chesed. Who Shom Maskil Spheres Yisod the Kesser. That's where the Yisod of Kesser begins. So he says, where are you here? He says the Bina of Chochmah is which is Notzer Chesed. Hine Shom Maskil Spheres Yisod the Kesser. That's where the Yisod of Yisod of Kesser starts. Why? Because the Isra Be'etz Chaim, he's got a whole thing over there once again in Shar Yud Gimel, Perek Yud. The Yisod, the Kesser, he wants to say like this. Let's take Kesser, right? And it has a Yisod. So the parts of Kesser, what it sounds like, that's the bottom of the parts of Kesser. The Scala, it enters in, because the Yisod goes into what we said, the Bina de Chochmah, it goes into Chochmah, and it enters and it connects, and where this is coming from, I have no idea, with the Bina of Chochmah, Shul Nukva delay, which is the female aspect. That's what he wants to say. The Bina de Chochmah is his Nukva. I don't know how to understand that too well. Katikun Aches, like the eighth Tikkun, he says. He says, V'zecha v'sod notzer chesed, that this is what the notzer means, giving birth to or forming of or creating chesed. Notzer, what's the notzer, the maker here, bina, which bina? The bina of Chochmah. So why we got into the parts of Chochmah, I don't have a background to hear this from what he's saying. Would you want to say that the beard spreads out from Chochmah? And I don't know, I don't understand. The chesed, who ha-yisod shebekesser, what's the chesed? It's the yisod that's from kesser that's now inside of the bina of Chochmah. V'shenechem nekroim tikun echad, and not all these two together. Now this is outer space to me, So, but this words he's using, he said the two of them make one echad. That is the yisod of kesser inside of the bina of Chochmah. So bina of Chochmah, that's the place where it goes, because I guess the bina of Chochmah, that's the nest, so it goes into that place. That's all I could. V'acher kach hu hod. Hod the Kesser, then the Hod of Kesser comes in. That's a higher level, the next level up. Keseder Chanal, as we said before, Melamata Lamala. So we start with the lowest one, and they start moving up. Adkan Pirusha, Adkan Volkal Panim. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading off the screen now. I'm not used to it. Volkal Panim, Nimsagitachida Salak Mimalchus. The first thing, it goes up from Malchus. Bina the Chochma to this place called Bina the Chochma v'achakach Nachis the Yisod. Then afterward it goes down. Nachis the Yisod, the Keser, goes down to the place of the Yisod. So for it was a Bina the Chochma, and then after that comes down to it the Yisod of Keser. V'nikra Nachis, it's called going down. Afsha olach mechachbel the Keser, even though that the connection is really that the second thing is you're moving up because now you're in Keser. Keser is what we're talking about. So you say mechachbel the Keser mishum the mikol makom mitzad sfiros nachis mebina. So in any case, looking at it in terms of Sfiros, it goes down from Bina to Yisod. So, okay, it's a little bit, stretched out over there, a little bit difficult. Now, maybe, hopefully, that we'll see as he goes on, that there'll be other places where he'll elucidate more on this Bina the Chochma. Bina the Chochma is the nest of Chochma, let's say, so to speak. So you can see the Yisod going in there, then it's going to be the Hod's going to go in there, and that's a connection spot. Now, what that means in the bigger picture, I do not know. Now, I think we got over to number Hey. So number Hey. Number Hey say, Rabbi ZOHAR. Now we got somewhere else. So that was a really wild trip over there in the Yafashah. So he says, Shabir Khan, the Fidarko. What's he saying? Dairi Khan Ba'or HaChivarto shall panim de Erik Anpin Ein Sham. Now this is just, moving to a different universe here. So he wants to talk about there's this white spot, this whiteness. He says the Ba'or HaChivarti shall panim de Erik Anpin Ein Sham. So there's this white, right? There's this white thread in the 13th. The Yud Gimel, that's the 13th white spot, or white something. Shakola B'socha call the Yud Beis Kivartin. And we know he's going to explain, I think, in Yud Daled, what the Chivarti is. V'zecher Chivarti Yud Gimel Salak Lamala Mishar Yud Beis Kivarto. It actually has a higher value, or it's more incorporating. He says Salik Lamala. It's because we're still working on this word Salik. Salik Lamala, it goes up above, or it's ranked higher, Mishar Yud Beis Kivarto. Kihu Elyon Mechem, it's up above them, or Benimi to them. Lamashpia Lochem, and it gives to them. So that's important. It's not an accumulation of them like a Yisod. It doesn't sound like. It sounds like a Das. So Kihu Elyon Mechem, Lamashpia Lochem. Akmi either Gisa, but the other way of looking at it. Kivarta Yud Gimel, that there's 13 white place. Gam Nachis the Gabel Shefa Mikol Yud Bimel Kivarta. It also goes down. It's not just that that it's up above them and it's mashpia to them, but also they're coming to him and they're mashpia into this 13. He wants to say Shar Arich. He says Shibes Havaya the Chivarto. So there are two Havayas of which are Chivartos. He says they get joined together. Because there is one other one, another thread, white thread, that incorporates the other 12. Chivarta Shimo. So this number 13. Now, I'm not sure what he means here because he says it incorporates it. He said, but his Nishar Lamala remains up above Beresha de Gogolta. And it has within it all of the other ones. V'nikwachuta chivora de placer. So it's called the white thread, but placer of the 13. He said because within it, all the other 13, the whole 13 Chivarte are all combined into one. Ke'echad. The kind balance will be hard like this. So he says, Daber kolelihu. B'shnei Metzios, in two different ways you could see what he was talking about, this kolel. Echa behiyosa elyon mehem. Behiyosa besod yud ilo shala aleph. So he said what? Because it's the yud up above the other parts of the aleph. V'kulam mekadlech of shefa b'mena, and all of them are going to receive shefa from that yud which is on the top, and it's going to go down to the other two parts. V'hasheni, now the second part. Bihiyos kulum kolulimbo, with all of them being incorporated within it. Behechrachu, so it has to be. That it will be getting from them. In other words, there's a giver and a receiver, the Taisebo or Al Yada. Moshe Rabbeinu behevdo. He who Elyon becalled Yisrael and Mashpia lahem. Of Eric Beis, but another way of looking at it, B'shvil Yisrael Anim B'daber Imach. That's how we speak to you, because we're really pooling up with, like that, they're coming into me. Because if you put them all the Jews together, you get a tremendous amount of light produced from that. And he, Moshe Rabbeinu, receives from them. So he said, this is using about these two different aspects, which are really one. One goes up because it's up above them. It's mashpia to them. It's the first to be mashpia. But also is going down. And because it's getting from them, it's a two-way street. So this is the one thread which is white, which is the 13 altogether. Or adkan ein sham over there. I think that's it.